Welcome back to the vlog. This is my mask. This is what I wear out in public. So it's just a little bit more comfortable, a little more spacious. I don't get any like the rashes around my face. Now these holes, there's definitely holes here, so I don't know if droplets get out. My droplets probably definitely get out of those, but I can open this up easily and I'm able to eat and drink out of it, which is really nice. Anyway, guys, it's been a minute. I'm super excited to jam with you a little bit about what's been going on with Urban and the gym and, what we're doing now that we're reopening and how I'm looking at the whole, the future of this thing and kind of some of the shit I've been up to. So I apologize for the hiatus of the vlog, but, don't forget, I'm a fucking gym owner too. I'm fucking figuring this thing out just like you guys. But we're back. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the fucking vlog.
What the fuck though?
Alrighty, so since the last time I made a vlog, I've been talking with you, a lot's happened. Obviously, depending on what part of the country you're in, you're open, you're closed, you're kind of open, you're illegally open, whatever it may be. Here in North Carolina, gyms are still technically shut down. However, we're all operating out of some medical loophole. So pretty much every gym in my area is open, myself included. And that's been a really interesting paradigm. And the guts and the tactics of today's video are gonna talk about how we went ahead and started generating leads, good, fresh leads into the gym, running paid branding and then paid conversion ads, for the week, 2 weeks prior to opening up, and then really fucking pounding it once we were open, and how kind of it was all built on the back of the organic work that we did during all the months that we were closed, right? Like a lot of gyms, unfortunately, you guys shut down and you shut down your social media. And you stopped, warming up audiences, you stopped telling your story, people forgot about you. We didn't make the mistake and we're definitely reaping the benefits of it now. But, in the meantime, I've been able to keep doing my thing, obviously working with the gyms all over the place, talking and helping them kind of navigate this fucking shit show. I had a chance to sit down with a couple local female-owned or female entrepreneurs that own a boutique, a high-end fucking like the sexy female Instagram gallery. I look the part, you buy because you want to look like me, like that kind of a boutique. Like they run an amazing company called West Kept Secret. And I had Marissa West, the founder, and her business partner Heidi come on the podcast. We vlogged a little bit of it and just kind of talk shop. And what I really want to show you here in this clip, the very cool part about this, I'm a big fan of female owned micro gyms. It's very much a male dominated industry, but the ones that aren't afraid to niche into this specific person is who we're targeting because they make this kind of money and we're going to charge an amount of money that they would respect. They went very high end in the small private training, very unique fitness model, $100 an hour personal training. They went really high end and their business has done phenomenal during COVID. They pivoted quickly, they put out a good product. So much so they're now opening up a new location. They're evolving into a brand new storefront. And I'm really excited for what they've got going on. It's a really cool, listen to the whole podcast if you wanna get the full fucking story, but check this out. And for those of you guys that are females, whether you're looking to run your own business in the industry or you're currently a manager or an owner somewhere, I think you'll be able to take away something here.
Go to the next
I know you
level.
think you're telling a story on social media, but you're not. And
Right.
so many
Right.
micro gym owners, fitness instructors, it's also because the problem is it's an hourly gig for a lot of people starting off. Like her training those one-on-one clients, if you wanted to see 6 to 9 people a day, there's also the taboo of am I filming in a media mode while I'm training you?
Right.
Well, that feels kind of shitty, because you're paying me.
Right.
But I need some of
I
that
need
to tell that.
content.
I need the content and all that. So it gets very difficult. But then you get snow blindness. You feel like you're talking about your thing, but it always takes a third person auditor to come in.
Definitely.
One of my favorite fucking things, my segments, I'll go up on Instagram and I'll be under WTF. I'll be like, hey, who thinks their social media is great?
I saw that.
I'd love to go through it and just, if it's awesome, give you daps. And if it's not, I'm going to fucking slam your dick in a car door.
Okay, what do you think about ours?
I think yours is great. You do what I think people do a very good job of. This is who we are. People like us do this. That's from a book from Seth Godin called This Is Marketing. People like us do shit like this. So if you look like this, you are this, or you aspire to be this, what we are, fun, chill, in shape, this kind of sense of humor. We like these kind of things. What guys portray, this is who we are. And then only the people who aspire for that or actually identify of that fuck with you. Versus large scale group training, you generally have to expand that a little bit too. So one of my big questions, even with you guys, How many people because this expansion is happening or has already happened into the larger facility?
It's happening.
It's happening.
Happening. So you'll be going from how many people per session to how many people per session?
5 in
our
their
small group classes are
classes
5.
to 21.
So you are going to 4x your potential per hour clients.
Yeah.
You're now probably going to find what you're going to have to do is I would be telling you this niche image you've created, you don't have to go away from it, but you probably will have to start expanding that just a little bit because you're about to
Absolutely.
4x
Yeah.
per hour. We talked about, I believe that fitness studios need to think of themselves more like airliners. How many seats do I have in the plane? And the nice thing about your model, my model, metabolic model, a spin studio model, we know exactly what our operational capacity is. And that's really, if you can look at the, like, cool, we sell out a class, we make this much money on average. All we care about every fucking class, did we sell it out? Can we sell those last couple seats, right? Like Priceline gives you a discount on the airline trips that fucking start in 6 hours,
Right.
Can we, whatever it is, some revenue is better than can I put people in these seats? But they do all have to be of a similar avatar. The one thing that'll break a studio quicker than anything is this person who's on one end of the spectrum is on one end of the corner, and and this person's all the way over there. They don't have to be perfect. It could be Democrats and Republicans. It could be black and white. It could be Plaza Midwood and South End. But they all have to have a common thing.
Sure,
and if that's not there, and you just become the Walmart or the generic Target, everybody come in, all walks of life. My favorite fucking thing to punch an owner in the face. I was like, no, we're for everybody. Like that means you're nothing to everybody.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Right?
But yeah, no, anyway, those chicks are dope as fuck. Big fan. I'm definitely going to go and film and vlog their current location when they're in the build out, and I'll definitely keep you guys up to date with what they've got going on. So yeah. And then, with us, Urban Movement, and a lot of the things that have been going on while we were shut down, and then when we reopened, we had a lot of changes. I realized as someone who's fortunate enough to own the building and the land that we're in, that I need to lower my liability. So we're subleasing out an additional 3,000 square feet in the back of my building to go ahead and increase our rental income. We went ahead and during a time when everyone is, I even recommended most people be very capital conservative, don't spend a lot of money. We went ahead and, outfitted new erg fleets, getting new runners and bikes and updating a lot of the equipment. We're still experimenting. You guys know I'm a huge fan of operational capacity. I hate pieces of equipment that waste space. 3-in-1 plyo boxes, 30-inch, 24 and 20 are the biggest fucking waste of space. So myself and Deuce especially, one of my GMs, we've been working on engineering a better option for that is more personalized, everybody can have, doesn't take up a lot of space. And anyway, so we're still in the laboratory at Urban, making sure that we're creating something that is truly unique. We're still working our ass off to drive traffic in. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But then at the same time, my good buddy, Joe Tabaldi, is evolving his business. You guys know Joe Tabaldi as the founder of Flex and Studio. He has a standing segment on my podcast called Jammin' with Joe, and he has gone and evolved his business into a brick and mortar where he will be bringing in, and currently is, taking people who want to launch fitness brands, and he's creating an incubator where you come down, you learn how to shoot content, he shoots it for you, he streams it, he uploads it. He literally walks you through a 3 to 6 month process and pretty much launches your fitness brand from concept to people paying you, setting up the payment processes, all that stuff. And it's been really cool to watch him kind of evolve this thing. So earlier during the shutdown, Joe had me come and take a look at a spot he was looking to rent out, and it was a complete fucking shithole. Goddamn dead rats everywhere, way too big, too much upfit. I told him to fucking scrap it, and he went ahead and found a much better spot, gave me a tour of it earlier today. So if you want to be an online remote service, streaming, live, whatever fitness brand, Joe is creating an incubator location where you can come in and he'll literally in a course of 3 to 6 months take your brand from concept to launched, generating revenue. It's really cool to sit back and watch. I've never heard of a concept like it. We can all agree, no matter what your opinion is on COVID or fucking masks or whatever the fuck it may be, digital video content for fitness is here to stay, no matter what you fucking think. It is part of the future. It's not the only thing. Brick and mortar is still going to be here, but it sure as hell is going to be a huge part of the fitness scene going forward. So it's cool to go in and catch up with him. And then we went ahead and recorded a Jammin' with Joe session.
One of the questions I get asked constantly, the market's fully saturated. Everybody's making fitness classes. There's no chance. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is the same people in 2014 that were like, well, CrossFit is stupid. Like, it's not going to exist anymore. And I'm just like, no, here's the truth. The truth is, now the Pelotons of the world, the Beach Bodies, the Lululemon, Gaia, the Mirror, all of these companies are investing tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in educating the population to understand that at-home workouts are a viable option, and you get to swim out to that wave and ride it the fuck in. And that's where I'm just like, stop assuming that just because you know about all the fitness options out there that your average person does.
And so yeah, that's some of the things I've been doing recently. But what I wanted to do today is I wanted to talk to you guys through some serious tactics in the Facebook branding, advertising, getting people in. Because regardless of where you are 100% reliant on the concept and the belief that people want to get back to brick and mortar in-person fitness. I know I am, and I know all you guys who are going to stay with your leases and stay in that brick and mortar world. We are all hoping for this, and I believe it's a very, you're putting your eggs in the right basket. You got to have the digital thing, but yes, in-person is still 100% desired, but you got to get people in, and you've got to be talking through a much different lens. You have got to be thinking about how you're communicating to people. Here at Urban, we were running, organic posts all throughout this. We created a slogan called Keep Moving CLT, and all of our posts were very optimistic and empowering. We did the Confine Grind, which was this awesome digital event that we had people from all over the world participate in, our members, random people in Charlotte, fucking OCR racers in the Philippines. Like, it was this really cool thing. We went ahead and sent out Keep Moving CLT branded merch to all of our paying clients. We got them equipment just like so many of you did, but we ran this really heavy organic social media slogan and campaign, and it led right into when we were allowed to open up, or proposed to open up. They ended up extending it, and we said, fuck it, we got to open anyway. But that enabled us to then go ahead, create a very simple montage video, I'll clip it in here, that just showed people what kind of people work out here and what are some of the things that we do. It's meant to give just a very simple, oh, that's what they do, and people who look like that work out there. It's not a 3-part novel like I've talked to you guys about. There's no Shakespearean character introduction, conflict, or resolution. It was a very simple montage video. It's not showing masks and sanitizer or anything like that. But what I want to talk about today is taking, hopefully on the basis of strong organic that you're already posting to your social media, and creating a branding campaign. And I'm literally going to take you into my Facebook Ads Manager and just quickly walk you through the overall theory of how we did this, give you some tips, kind of point you in the right direction. If you were curious and really dialing this in specifically for your gym, like you want the results that I've got here, then go ahead and sign up for Micro Gym University's social media marketing course. I highly recommend you pair it with the brand design course. Shoot me a DM on Instagram if you want a promo code for it, but I cannot recommend enough that if you're looking to replicate the success we've had with this thing, go ahead and get that course, educate yourself a little, because this concept and what you're gonna need, the results you're gonna need out of this, 60 plus high qualified leads in 30 some days, getting $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 of upfront point of sale cash on a front end offer you design. Like, these are things we all need right now because we're fucking strapped. We've had the shit kicked out of us for the past 4 or 5 months, and you need to have some onboarding, on-ramp, front-end offer, PT first, free week. I don't give a fuck what it is. You have to have it set up appropriately with a campaign, Facebook advertising, branding campaign, landing pages, offers, copywriting, all that good shit to lead them to you. There's plenty of people out there that want to get back into the gym, but do they know you fucking exist, what you stand for, and who you are? I know you think a lot of people in your town might know that you exist. They probably fucking don't. All right, let's get into it. So here's going to be the quick, high-level overview of the branding and then marketing campaigns that Urban Movement installed and that I installed at other micro gyms that were smart enough to continue the conversation with their marketing and branding as to who we are and what problem we solve while they were shut down. And then if they were fortunate enough to be, granted permission to open, or they just said fuck it and did it anyway, they were able to go ahead and then connect these. All this storytelling and the branding they did while they were closed down with a call to action and marketing once they were able to start bringing people back into their services. And this is essentially what it looks like. Now, there's a few things you need before you do this. So a lot of you guys are super excited. You want to push that magic button to start bringing members in. Hold your fucking horses. There's, some some prerequisites, from a marketing perspective you have to have. The first is you need to have a fucking landing page. This is a landing page we utilize for our front-end offer called a Reset Series. A Reset Series is what we constantly run with for our front-end offer. It's a pretty standard landing page. There's nothing too special about it. Currently, right now, we're offering an at-home service and an in-person group class service. Again, pretty simple, guys. Nothing too crazy there. Get a fucking landing page. We also had our photographer come out. He went ahead and captured a lot of the photos when we were outside, so we could tell that outside story. But then we also captured all the inside stuff too once we were going and opening up our doors to get people back inside, telling the story of social distancing and the dedicated spaces and all that good stuff. So you need to have a landing page. You need to have photography. And then I highly, highly, highly recommend you get some videography. So we went ahead and I shot a promo video. Looks like this. Pretty simple stuff here, guys. Montage video, just basic. This is the kind of people that work out here, and these are the kind of movements they do. Nothing too crazy. You guys can go ahead, if you look at my ads at Urban, you could see this entire video. So those are the prerequisites of what you need to get this thing started. Once you have all your assets ready, your photos, landing page, and video, then we need to go ahead and start creating some branding campaigns. And typically I like to do these for engagement. You can go ahead, and this is my ads manager at Urban, and you can see all the different campaigns we've been running. This is every single one of them that we've been running since shutdown. Now, you'll see I like to title all these like COVID Reset Reach or COVID Brand Awareness or COVID Conversions or whatever engagement, whatever the hell it may be. But you'll see that we've been running majority of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of the 11 here. 9 out of the 11 were engagement. They were reach. They were getting the video out to people for them to see it, getting the click on links to go to the landing page. They were not designed for conversion. There were only 2 here, this top one right here, and then this one down here that were designed for conversion. Those converted actual leads at 11 for this one and 10 for that one, so 21 total. However, we have had over 60 some leads come in since we started running these ads through our Reset Series, which is what we've been running these videos towards. And where that comes from is it comes from a constant story being told. We started telling this keep moving CLT slogan and mantra in the beginning. We started talking about how things were going to get better. We talked very positively. We kept talking about how they can utilize workouts in parks. They can get on Movement Anywhere. We can't wait to be back open and being able to work out with our current members and meet new ones. We kept that story alive. We kept interviewing people on the podcast. We kept pushing out blogs. We stayed fucking relevant. And then when we published the video montage or any new images, we were able to run engagement campaigns towards those individuals. And some of these did okay, some of these did dog shit, and some of them fucking killed. Like this, this guy here, this COVID engagement ad, 10,600 people engaged with this one. This other one we did for Reach, 47,000 people about approximately get to that one. The engagement ad here, over 40,000 people. And this is one we're still running. So if you guys can see this, out of all 11 of these, only 3 are still active. We're only running 3 now, or I'm running my best performers. And that was this engagement ad with 40-some thousand people. This engagement ad at 7,000 some people. It's been running way less of the amount of time. It's not a worse ad. It just has not been running as long. And then this conversion one is doing well right now. And what I want to really point out here, my goal is not to teach you how to run Facebook ads in this video. If you want that, I highly recommend sign up for the social media marketing course at Microgym University, and I'll walk you through it step by fucking step. But I want you to notice a few things. These ads, the majority of them are running on $10 a day budgets. These are baby little budgets. If you cannot spend $10 a day, $300 a month, do not Facebook advertise. It is not worth your time. You're better off buying a bunch of fucking t-shirts and going around and handing them out in public places to people and telling them to come check you out when you're open. What you'll see on our conversion ads, these are the ones where we're going for the leads. So you see this conversion ad here and this conversion ad here. We run with a $50 a day budget there. So again, I get more into the weeds of this in the strategy of social media marketing with Facebook and Instagram advertising inside of Microgym University, but I wanted to give you this constant overview just of what this looks like, the amount of money we spend, and just want to show you that I actually eat my own cooking. The majority of this is not going for lead gen, though we got a ton of it. These ads, these branding ads, when you do them right, will generate leads. And then on top of that, when you run conversion ads and retarget people, like you'll see a lot of these retargeting engagement ads, you will get leads out of those when you've been hitting that same person with a similar brand message over and over and over again. But the groundwork, my fucking friends, was here. This was the groundwork. Us never stopped telling a story. We have been posting and posting and posting consistently since we got shut down. When shit kind of hit the fan and, people were like, oh, well, no sense posting on social media anymore. Fuck that. We doubled and tripled down. We went ahead and we're telling people, hey, listen, whether it be Black Lives Matter or, International Women's Day, whatever it is, we continued to tell our story through social. We even went ahead and did an Our Heroes section where we were going and telling the story of our members, and they were our frontline heroes for helping keep us in business during this whole thing. We did our Confined Grind to bring a digital party and a digital fitness event to our members in the surrounding community. We even changed our logo at one point to really push the stay the fuck home, help us flatten the curve on this thing. We embraced Charlotte. We created blog posts. We even, kept telling people it's okay. Smile. It's going to get better. Work out hard. Wash your goddamn hands. We followed this entire COVID shitstorm and we navigated it through our organic social media, which has allowed people to then get to the end of that rat maze with a front end offer, whatever it may be. And that is how we're able to go ahead. And once we open up our doors, we're sitting pretty, getting 10 plus consultations a week, 60 plus leads within the month, all on the back of strong, good branding, organic posts, telling our story, and then coming in with the call to action with the Facebook marketing. Guys, I hope this was helpful. If, again, you have any questions on how to make this shit happen for your business, shoot me a DM. I'd love to jam with you on it. Thank you for watching the vlog. I'm sorry there was such a hiatus. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled uploads very, very soon. Talk to you later. Peace out.